Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to show you guys how to calculate your macros. So the strategy I am going to share with you guys is something that I found successful for me and my body, and it is the same strategy that I used in my last off season as well as my last prep. So if you guys are not familiar with macros are macronutrients, and macronutrients are pretty much the building blocks of calories. Depending on your goals, by the end of this video, you'll have a rough idea on the amount of calories you'll be eating, as well as the breakdown of protein, fats, and carbohydrates. Before I begin, I want to let you guys know that I do not recommend that you guys use the same numbers and the same breakdown that I do. What I am going to show you is something that is for my body, a female that is 5'5" and 134 pounds. The first thing you guys need to do is find the amount of calories you'll be eating in a day, and this number can vary depending on your goals. So for my goal currently right now is to continue to put on more muscle, to be in a caloric surplus. So I am going to start at 2,300 calories. To find the calories that are right for you and for your goals, I do recommend going on IIFYM or download the MyFitnessPal app. And from there, it will take you through a series of questions asking about your age, your weight, how active you are. And from there, the program will come up with an estimate of what calories you should be intaking in a day. After you guys figure out the amount of calories you'll be eating in a day, the next thing we will be doing is looking at the amount of protein. I am working to put on muscle. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to use this number here. And pretty much what we do is we take our body weight. So I am currently 134 pounds. And I'm going to multiply it by 0.8. If your goal is to lose weight, however, I would, instead of using 0.8, I would multiply it by 1.2. So my body weight times 0.8 is 107.2, but I'm just going to round it to 107. So this here tells us how much grams I'm going to eat in protein. So I will be intaking daily 107 grams of protein. Now to figure out the remainder amount of calories I will be eating, I need to take this 107 and multiply it by 4 because there are 4 calories per gram in protein. So I'm taking this 107 and I'm multiplying it by 4, and that will bring me to 428 calories of protein. Okay, so now I'm going to subtract 428 calories, and this will tell me how much calories I have left for my fats and carbs. Okay, so 2,300 minus 428 is 1,872 calories. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is we're going to figure out the amount of fat we are going to intake. So currently right now I am in a surplus. I am looking to build muscle, and at this point in time it is pretty tiresome to continue to eat. So I am going to have about 30% of my diet to be fat. I do recommend for anyone that is looking to put on muscle, is in a caloric surplus, to use the range between 30% to 25% of fat in your daily diet. If, however, you guys are looking to lose weight, I recommend 20 to 15% fat in your diet. I do not recommend going anywhere under 15%. I usually, during my last prep, I was pretty much at 20% throughout the entire time. Alright, so since I decided to do 30% of my diet in fat, I'm going to take this 2,300, and I'm going to multiply it by 0.3. Okay, that will give me 690 calories. So I am going to be eating 690 calories from fats. Now to break this down and figure out the grams, there are 9 calories per gram. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to divide this amount of calories here by 9. Well, after dividing 690 calories by 9, that gave me 76.6. I will round that up to 77. So this number here tells me how much grams of fat I'll be eating in a day. So I will be eating 77 grams of fat. Now pretty much everything else that is left and the amount of calories we have is going to be designated for carbohydrates. So I start at 2,300. I'm eating 428 calories in protein. That will leave me with 1,872 calories. I did some math here and I found that I'm going to be eating 690 calories in fat. 690 calories in fat. With my remaining calories, I am going to take away 690 calories, and that is from fat, and that will give me 1,182 calories left over, and all these calories are going to go to my carbohydrates. Okay, so I know that I have 1,182 calories left, and that is going to be designated for carbohydrates. I'm just going to take this and divide it by 4 because there are 4 calories per gram of carbs, and that will give me 295.5 grams of carbs. So that is equal to 295.5. I'm just going to round it up to 6. So in total, I will be eating 296 grams of carbs. So my goal is to always hit 2,300 calories, and by hitting that number, I will be intaking 107 grams of protein, 77 grams of fat, and 296 grams of carbohydrate. And I know that we are not perfect beings and we may not hit this exactly, but what I do recommend is to always aim to hit your protein goal. So let's say I ate too much fat for the day. I will just take away some of the carbs I'm supposed to eat while still hitting this goal of 2,300 calories. So that pretty much sums up how to calculate your macros. I hope it was helpful for you. I apologize if I confused you. I apologize for my sloppy writing. Tried my best. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick with these numbers for the next 2 weeks, and if I see that I am gaining weight, I'm going to keep it there. If I do notice that there is no change in my weight, or if I'm losing weight, I'm going to have to bump up the amount of calories I'm eating and redo all that math. Same thing if you're trying to lose weight. If you notice that you are still maintaining after a few weeks or you are gaining weight, then I would just drop the amount of calories down and then redo all that mathematics. Alright, so I hope it was helpful. I am considering going through this whole process again when I start prepping, which will be in the next few months. I'm so excited. So like this video, leave comments, let me know what you guys think.